Hi, so good to have you back on Mars Corner. So how are you doing? How is everyone around you? How are your kids? How are your loved ones? How are your friends? Yes, how is everyone around you? And of course, how are you doing? You know, a lot is happening. Everybody is overwhelmed. Everyone is tensed. A lot of things happening. We're so busy trying to meet up. The year is coming to an end. And a lot of people are giving up hope. And you're still not aware. In fact, most of those around you have lost hope a long time ago. And there's nobody to talk to. Yet there are people around them. How often do you check up on your loved ones? How often do you check up on your friends? That friend you've not heard from, have you checked up on him or her? That child of yours that is in school, yes, you assume everything is okay, yes, and they're in universities and you feel, oh, they're taking good care of themselves. Have you checked up on him or her? A lot is happening these days. We can't afford to neglect anything. We can't afford to leave things to chance. Your spouse, the one you stay in the same house with, how often do you check up on them? I'm sure it's funny. You say, we stay in the same house, we see ourselves. But how often do you check up on them? Do you know that sometimes they are going through a whole lot and they don't want to talk, they don't expose it, they're just on the periphery of discussion. They don't go deep in anything that is thrown at them, and you assume everything is okay. How often have you checked up on your spouse? And yourself, don't leave out yourself. How often have you checked up on yourself? Are you okay? Because with the things happening now, we can't afford to leave anything to chance, like I said earlier. That brings me to my topic for today, which is depression. Depression has eaten into our society. A lot of people have lost their life as a result of depression, then suicide. And depression, if not well looked into, will still claim a lot of lives. The funny thing is, a lot of people are depressed and not even aware. A lot of depressive symptoms have set in and you're not aware. You neglect them because you don't even know. I want us to look at this because it's very important. What is depression, by the way? Depression is a mood disorder that translates into feeling of anger, loss, and also, should I say, loss of appetite, anger, sadness, which affects a person's daily activities. And this has really gotten a whole lot. This has destroyed a whole lot of lives and still at the verge of destroying others if nothing is done. I want us to do a quick check with these 5 points I outlined just to ensure that depressive symptoms have not set in and you're not aware. The first one is your mood. What's your mood like? Your daily mood like? Have you observed anything? Like, have you noticed that all of a sudden you always get angry, you're always off, every little thing puts you off? Are you overwhelmed that you snap at every little thing, it gets to you and you're not even aware that it's a minute depressive symptom? If that is the case, please look into it. Secondly, have you suddenly noticed a kind of sleep disorder? You find it difficult to sleep, you lay down to sleep and you're overwhelmed with a lot of negative thoughts and you're feeling, you're often turning on your bed before you could. You can't even afford like 3-4 hours of decent sleep. If that's the case, then you really need to look into it. Also, have you suddenly noticed a kind of low activity level? You're not the enthusiastic person you used to be. Your activity level has dropped. Things put you off. You're not enthusiastic about happenings again. You're just overwhelmed and you just want to keep to yourself. You just want to remain in your shell. If that's the case, you also need to look into it. Fourthly, have you also noticed that your appetite, you kind of lose appetite easily? You're not hungry and you feel, it's one of those things, it's the weather, or I'm so busy, I'll find something to eat, I'll find something to eat, I'll find something to eat, and before you know it, the day has gone, you've not eaten anything. You just assume, it's because I'm busy, and it keeps happening. Before you know it, you just have no reason, you're not excited, there's no reason to eat, there's no reason, there's lots of appetite and you think everything is normal. Please look into it. It's not normal. Another one is, are you the type that easily gets angry? Your thoughts, what's your thought pattern? Are you overwhelmed? You're always negative. Your thought is negatively influenced. You snap at everything. You get angry because the year is about coming to an end and there's nothing to show for it, and you're blaming yourself so much and you're giving up on life already. Are you that kind of person? Are you really feeling that? Is that your state of, is that your state at this time? Is that the state of things? Is that the state of happenings in your life? Or have you noticed anyone around you feeling that way? Do you often check up on your loved ones? Do you often check up on your kids? How often do you engage them in discussion? How often do you engage your spouse in discussion? How often do you engage your fiancé? I've had issues of a lot of people giving up as a result of depression. They lost their lives. This is not something to neglect. It's a time we do a constant check on people. Please, 1 minute will go a long way. Check up on that friend you've not heard from. Check up on that sister you've not heard from. Don't always, at times there's this temptation of, I'm always checking. They're not checking up on me. Maybe it can just be that, possibly that's what you're called for. Possibly is a calling to always check up on people. Yes, please don't leave anything to chance, because a whole lot is happening now. We can't afford to keep losing people. A lot of people are giving up. They've given up on themselves, so there's nothing to live for. Please, let's extend a hand of love, a hand of care to keep people around us. And I trust God will succeed in everything we're doing. Trust me, if you're successful in your relationship at home, if you're successful as a man, as a woman, then you can succeed in your business or in your workplace. You can succeed at your workplace or your business place, whatever the case is. Please, let's be a step ahead. Check up on your loved ones. Check up on your spouse, your kids, your friends, your extended families. And trust God that we will succeed in everything we do, because this is really a cankerworm that is really eating deep. Well, I leave you with this till when next I see you in my next video. Trust me, the next video is going to be interesting. It's something you won't want to miss. Kindly drop a comment. I would love to hear from you. Click the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't. It's very important. I'm still growing. This channel is still growing, and I need your support to do that. Share the link with your loved ones, and trust God, we're going to all succeed in what we do. I'm going to see you in my next video. Don't forget to share this link, because you never can tell who needs to hear this in order to keep living. Thank you. Bye, and take good care of yourself. Always check up on your loved ones. See you in my next